Right, afternoon everyone. I'm not sure what I've already explained because this is a couple of days later. Bear with me. A couple of days later, it's in the evening because it's too hot to work during the day. Yeah, so what I'm doing now is I've managed to get the flywheel off. Thank goodness. Yeah, managed to get that off. Bought a new tool, one for Dave and one for me. So, excuse me a minute, I do apologise. Oh, snotty nose. Yeah, anyway, yeah, managed to get the flywheel off. So what I'm going to be doing is, I'm just going to get on with it. So I'll introduce what I'm doing, or actually tell you what I'm doing, or what I'm planning to do. Then I'm going to do it, and then I'll show you afterwards once it's done. Rather than try and film and spend forever out here in this heat. It's just ridiculous. Even at oh, what time is it? Even at 7:20 in the evening. Yeah, so I'm going to get that done. I'm going to have the stator plate off. Get the stator plate off. These 3 screws. Undo it all at the back here, and then pull that off. Once that's off, I'll start splitting the engine case. And what I'll do is I'll get back to you at each stage, just to sort of like show you the progress. But obviously, I won't be filming. I do apologise about keeping putting my head back like that. I've got varifocal glasses, and if I'm looking at the top like this, I can't see anything. So I have to look at the bottom to focus. The joys of getting old, I suppose. But yeah, I'll guide you through each. Tell you what I'm doing at each process, and then excuse me. And then once I've done it, I'll show you what I've done. And if I'm doing stuff like I don't know, checking for the gap on the gearbox shims, I'll talk you through that bit. I'll show you what's going on with that. But the splitting the engine case, it really is just a simple matter of undoing all the bolts all the way around, and gentle tap here, and there's a little lug underneath here that you can tap against. Gentle tap there, and it's just splits really. I'll have a look inside to see if there's any damage on the crank webs. I'm not foreseeing any problems because it's been running great. Dave said he's been getting about 60 miles an hour out of it, not with a headwind, because these things are like bleeding bricks, the same as the Lambrettas. As soon as you get a bit of headwind, they slow right down. But anyway, I'm going to start getting on with this, and I'll get back to you shortly. Right, here we are. Managed to get the casing split. You'll have to excuse the noise outside. The wife's mowing the lawn, and also I've got the fan going because obvious reasons. It's still bloody hot. Anyway, managed to get the casing split. So what I'm going to have to do now, I'm going to have to stick you on the tripod, and I'll show you about doing the gearbox shims. I've had a look in Mr. Haynes' manual because I can't remember offhand what the tolerances and stuff are. So if you read there, don't know if you wanted to screenshot it at all. The maximum clearance, so the initial clearances are 0.15 of a millimetre to 0.4 of a millimetre, and whilst the service limit is 0.5 of a millimetre. And it says here, if an excessive clearance is noted, remove the circlip and substitute for a thicker brush washer. These are available in the following sizes. Well, I've got a first size larger brush washer, but I've measured the tolerances, and it is it's well within limit. But I'll show you how to do it anyway. So I'll just get you on a tripod and show you how to do it. Right, measuring the tolerances. I've started at the highest and gone down, and I found this one is probably the best, because once I get the first one in, the second one's quite tight. to get in there. So that's probably the best, and that's at 0.35. So it's still within tolerance, and it's still definitely within serviceable tolerances. So all you need to do, like I say, 2 feeler gauges, because one is no good because it's going to be angled. It's going to be like that where it needs to be nice and level. So one side nice and flat, on the other side nice and flat, and get it to a point where it's not really stiff, but it's gripping. You can still move it, but it's gripping, and that's exactly what these are doing. See, a bit stiff, but it's gripping. There you go, 0.35. So it's definitely within tolerance. So that's that measured. As you can see, the had to knock the lay shaft out. By the looks of it, I would say it's had a bit of an oil leak. So yeah, not good. Still, I'm going to be replacing the oil seal anyway. Seems like it might have been a bit of water ingress as well. But what could have been the jet washing that the engine got before I stripped it. So yeah, right. What I want to do is show you this is the Christmas tree area, gearbox, solid gearbox part, and what I'm going to do is this bag, I'm going to zip tie over the cluster to prevent, because inside here you got needle rollers inside there, and it's got to be, that shaft has got to be tapped out from the other side, so there's a high chance that those needle rollers will fall out and get lost, which is quite usual. So I'm going to zip tie this round it, so when I knock that shaft through they fall in the bag. Bit of a tip for you. Right, so I'll show you that one once that's done. Right, I've just had the cush drive out. That's out. I don't know if you can hear it. Hear that rattling? That'll probably be inside there. You've got springs, so maybe 1 or 2 of the springs is probably snapped. So that'll be the clonking. So it'll be strip this down and rebuild it time. Well, a few days have passed and a few things have happened. The cush drive is fixed, and like I said, with the problem was a couple of the springs inside is broken, so that's that fixed and sorted. The cruciform has been changed in the gearbox. I'll have another engine build to do shortly on a Vespa. I'll explain what to do with as far as changing cruciforms and stuff like that once that's done. So that's done, ready to go back in. Bearings, needle bearings are safe in here. Yes, so that's ready. Oil seal in there is fixed. So it's just removing the main bearing, because one of the bearing holders, cage part of it there is damaged. Unfortunately I did that, removing the oil seal. Don't want to chance it leaving it as it is, so it's coming out. That's coming out, and then new bearing going in, new oil seal going in. Flywheel side oil seal is out. When changing the bearings over, just as a matter of course, I always change them over in pairs, so that's coming out. Be having Dave over in a little while, so he'll be in the video in a little while. So yeah, that's the state of play at the moment. So right, I'll start getting on with stuff, and I'll get back to you as and when. Right, back again. Dave's back. Here he is. Right, what we've done so far is look, bearings out, As I said earlier, oil seal is in. I've devised a way, I'm going to patent it later, of getting the bearing in that side without whacking it. Bearing still in the freezer in Dave's van. Bearing out of this one. Oil seal out of this one. Bearing in, using a new patented device to get it in. I might put them on my web shop when it comes here, but don't hold your breath. As I said earlier, the cush drive is done, wherever that is, hidden away somewhere. Yeah, it's done anyway. So it's cruciform's done. Shed needs a tidy up. Yeah, that's about where we are at the minute. So when I'm going to get a little bit more done, I'll get back to you. Oh, the crank is in the freezer, but don't tell the wife. Oh, there's the cush drive and the Christmas tree part. The nut needs to go on the other side so we can know the positioning of that, so we can get that in, because I put the lace shaft in earlier and fucked it up, because this has got to go in first. But yeah, anyway, I get that in and then I'll get back to you. Right, update so far. Crank is in, cush drive and Christmas tree solid gear selector is in, main gearbox is in, and now we're just about to go for the putting the engine, the two cases off. Start again. 2 half cases back together. So I'll get that done and then get back to you. Here we are. Two halves of the engine back as one. All that's left now is the stator plate to go on, flywheel to go on, clutch to go in, hub to go on, brake shoes, and top end. Once the top end's on, right, the battery ran out just now, so I had to change the battery. Anyway, where are we? State of play is, look at that, flywheel on, stator plate on, obviously, clutch is in, clutch bolt on, piston in, it moves nice and freely. Only trouble is need new circlips, because these are what came out of it, and the two that I've got are misshapen, so, and I don't trust it. And the last thing I want is for Dave to be going up the road and circlip coming out. So yeah, anyway, that's the state of play with that. Oh, something I have done, I run the honing tool up and down this, so I've taken, as you can see, cross hatchings back in, so that's had a nice hone. I haven't gone too far with it, because you don't need to, literally just take the glaze off the barrel, so you can, the oil goes up and down the honing marks, lubricates the piston. Piston rings we've got, they're gapped fine. That's about it really. That's about the where we are. Dave's going to go to see Roger at Thanet Area Security Services in Margate tomorrow to get a couple of sets of piston rings, not piston rings, circlips for the piston. So that's that, and I'll get back to you once we go a little bit further on.